What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 13th day of November, and here we are sitting at about $0.00317 with 7 hours and 24 minutes left in the day. We have pulled back a little bit from a low to a high here. We have pulled back down lower than what I was expecting us to go to. I really was counting on holding this 382 for support, back testing prior resistance for support, and then continuing higher. But we've gone a little lower. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. 00311 to 003 is our next target area, and this is likely where we will hold support and bounce. So I don't imagine that we'll go too much lower. It's not fun being down, I know. We're down about 5.5% now. There is a situation in which Bitcoin does see a lower low. I do believe that that happens. Just because Bitcoin sees a lower low does not mean ZBCN needs to see a lower low. It doesn't need to. But do be aware that in the midst of this craze where we do see a lower low for Bitcoin, where we do go back below 100K, maybe we see a lower low, maybe we don't, but where we do go back below 100K, things can get a little bit wonky. Don't go panicking whenever we drop, right? It could go lower than what I'm thinking it's going to do, but I really do expect 0031 to 003 to hold as support. That's the expectation there, okay? Looking at the 1 hour time frame, zooming in, and then we'll zoom back out. 1 hour time frame is... Oops, whoa, that's not what I meant to do. I don't know what I just did there. 1 hour time frame is bearish overall, right? The RSI is terrible. The stochastics equally so, and the MACD is bearish beyond belief. You had bullish momentum being built, and all you did was move sideways and down, lower lows and lower highs. It's not good, man. It's really not good at all. From this low here to this high, where did we go? We're just passing through the golden ratio now. Is that even an appropriate low to take? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe there's some relevance to it, but overall very bearish. The 4 hour time frame, yes, the RSI is getting down there. You broke out of your uptrend. We thought you'd find support, but nope. You are breaking out of your uptrend. Stochastics oversold, and the MACD. The MACD, to be fair, is actually at a point where you would expect it to find support. As long as you... sorry. Well, that one came out of nowhere. As long as you bounce, I would think, over the next day or two, you hold support and you recover over the next day or two, I think that that you'll be fine. This MACD will be fine. But to be fair, also, whenever you're choppy, when you're moving sideways like this, the MACD is a little bit less reliable. However, I would say you're near a point to find support, but again, you might have just a little bit lower to go. And when we say just a little bit lower, what do we mean? We mean just a little bit lower right there. So that actually correlates very well with the MACD. RSI would be getting oversold, all that stuff. I'm about to die. I need to drink some water. Hold on. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. Okay, daily time frame. Looking at the daily time frame here, the RSI has seen a higher high. Right, that was the highest level in the RSI that we've seen dating back to October 14th. And this was just a lower high overall. So maybe we're seeing some kind of hidden bearish divergence playing out right now. Stochastics rejected the overbought zone, and the MACD overall is pretty bearish as well. There is a situation, a scenario where we do go lower, and I'm not forecasting that myself, but how many times have we seen things that we didn't expect happen, right? If the unexpected happens and we do see a lower low, 0025 to 00225 could be an area to find support, and yes, that would even take us below this low here. But think about what that means. Right? Think about what that means. If we were to bottom out in this area here, let me just delete all the noise. We'll just leave that circle there. If we were to bottom out here, we basically would have a double bottom of this overall range, right? You basically would have a setup of a double bottom here, and that should promote some rapid recovery. Typically in situations like this, when you find support here, the move up that corresponds, and this is if we see lower prices, it's typically faster than this move here. So this move was nice. The move that's coming afterwards would be faster if we do take out this lower low. I still would expect that regardless of if we take out this low, if we hold a higher low or not, and I am expecting that we do hold a higher low. I don't think we go below 003. Regardless of seeing a lower low or not, when we move higher, it is going to be faster than this here. So, for example, from this price here, it was the 18th of July. We topped off on the 17th or on the 7th of August, about a half month later. I would think with that same kind of time frame, we would see dramatically higher prices. That's all I'm trying to say there. Looking at the daily time frame here, zooming out a little bit. The RSI does have higher highs. The price does have lower highs. So that is hidden bearish divergence. All right, we've already gone over that. Okay. Weekly time frame. weekly time frame. Here you have lower lows with higher lows, which is nice. But the week, look at the week, man. That's pretty sad, right? It's pretty sad. 3 days, 8 hours left. I can't believe that we've pulled all the way back. We had such bullish prospects. Really, what you did was you found resistance right here at prior support. I wonder if you're dropping because Telcoin, like Telcoin's got some bullish stuff going on. I wonder. I don't know. It's just a thought. Does that make sense to anybody? ZBCN and Telcoin are competitors. You're competitors with a lot of different coins in the space. And whenever something good happens for another coin, but it's just exclusive. Where the hell did she take? My daughter took my ball. I have a little ball. It's like a ball that you massage your foot with. I can't find it. Anyways, Telcoin might be the reason why we're dumping today. I don't know, because all the attention for these kind of financial vehicles in crypto, if the attention's moving to Telcoin, it might be shifting from here to there. That doesn't mean that ZBCN won't move up. It will move up, and I very much do believe that we'll see new all-time highs. Money comes and money goes. It likes to move around. It doesn't like to stay still. But from a high to a low, the expectation here is that we'll see something on the lines of a 3 cent to 7.9 cent price by the end of the year, right? Something that is on the lines of basically a 9x, almost a 10x to a 24x by the end of the year, or by the end of January. I should probably say by the end of January. We'll likely be here by the end of the year. We'll likely be here by the end of January. That's my thoughts. Okay, somewhere between 8 cents and 3 cents. I really do believe 4.5 cents to 6 cents, somewhere in that range. That's where we're going to be, most likely, just above 6 cents there, 6.2 cents. But anything and everything, really within this range here between 3 and 8 cents is possible. So that's all I got. Again, these are targets by the end of January. Probably, we'll be here by the end of December, if not maybe a little bit lower, but somewhere like that. That's the expectation. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye.